Hello my lovelies, check out this pile of stuff. Seriously guys, so this week's edition is decluttering my palettes. Yay for excitement, but not really. Okay, so let's start off with this bad boy here. This is my Urban Decay. I actually don't know what you call this one, I keep forgetting. Anyway, as you can hear, it's rattly. It's got this sort of chainmail type thing, but it does have a mirror, but I'm just going to flick that over. So as you can see, I really have not used this palette an awful lot. Some of these shadows have only just been swatched. I think I got a sample of their primer potion in this here, but I have to say, I'm losing a cat here to the wardrobe again. I don't know, I love the colours. I'm really not sure what I want to do about this palette. I don't use it enough. I mean, I used these three at the bottom. Maybe it's time to just pass this one on. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to put this as a maybe for now because it's the only colourful high-end palette that I have, I think. So let's put this in a maybe pile. Next we have my Naked, and this is the original Naked, which, do you know, I have to say, I haven't actually had this palette for that long, and it is so grubby. Look at this here, look. But, oh, it hasn't had enough love out of me yet. I'm not giving away my Naked palettes. I think that's safe to say. I got this one for my 30th birthday. Broke that. But as you can see, some of them have had a lot of use and everything. Sad that that one. This one's called Busted and it's busted. That's quite funny. Anyway. And then of course it's my Naked 3 palette, which has had some use out of it, as you can see, not loads, but I do love these palettes. I think it's safe to say I'm not getting rid of those. Okay, next one is the Urban Decay Smoked, and this palette I absolutely loved, but I haven't really used it in quite a long time. As you can see, this one was one of my favourite colours, Asphalt. Didn't use black out that much, but I did get some use out of it. Yeah, can you tell which was the most used? I think I'll just continue to use this one and try and use the other colours in it. I don't know. I don't really want to give up this palette because it was my first ever Urban Decay palette, so no, I'm not. Okay, so I think it's safe to say we're not getting rid of the Urban Decay palettes. I think that's a safe assumption. Let's move on. Okay, so moving on, these are the MUA palettes, and this is Starry Night. So this is the Starry Night palette, and as you can see, I have done little more than swatch some of these. You know what, I really don't think this is a palette that I'm going to get much more use out of because I have smoky coloured shadows and everything in other places, so I'm going to pass this one on. This one, oh gosh, I've used this so much. This is the Undressed. I think this is the dupe for the Naked 2. Or is it the original Naked? It must be the original. Yep, so this was the dupe for this one. But I mean, I've used it loads. It seems... I like to keep this one because it's always good to have a dupe for the Naked palette. It is so grubby as well. So I don't know. But then I have this one as well. Now in the buff is... That's for the Naked 2, never mind. No, you know what? I'm going to pass this one on, I think, because there's some of those shadows that I haven't actually really used much of, and someone else might as well get the use out of it. So the next one then is Glitter Ball. And again, you know, it's such a beautiful, colourful palette. I mean, look at that blue. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, look how pigmented that is. Well, that's lovely. But I don't reach for it, so no. So I'm going to pass on my Makeup Academy palettes on, I think. Yeah, because they're not getting any use here anymore, so they might as well move on. So in the buff, I really haven't used that much. No, I mean, it's a dupe for the Naked too. There's no point. This is a disgrace, like the plastic is still on that. The brush is still in the packaging. Okay, I'm going to make a point of doing a video with this palette. I'm not giving that away yet. I'm going to do a video with it. So the next one then we have is Sleek, and this is Au Naturel, which again, it just seems like such a shame. Look at this here. This one, and this one are the only ones that have really been used. No, I think this is another palette that needs to be passed on, because it is just a shame that this is just sitting doing nothing. And bearing in mind, guys, that although this is a lot of low-end palettes and everything, I've just spent so much time getting the Makeup Revolution palettes. So the next one here, I think I'll hold on to this because these are really good bases and stuff. You know, if you were doing something really... Yeah, look at that. These are all creamy. I think that's cool. So I'm going to keep that Sleek palette. That's the primer palette, 600 it's called. So I'm going to keep that one. Next one, I'm not keeping this. This has been around too long. This is Gel Eyeshadows by Saffron. I got these a couple of years ago. I used them in a couple of different videos, but I'm not going to use them anymore. They've been hanging around too long. So next we have my big massive palette, which I'm going to keep this because this is a palette that is always really good to have until I find another big palette. This one is staying. Next we have PS Love. This is an eyeshadow palette from Primark, and this is the one that I haven't swatched. There was two, but do you know what? I'm going to pass this on to my niece because it's really not that pigmented. It's something that she can play around with. Oh, forgot about this one. This is my Naked Basics. I adore this wee palette. It hasn't been used. It hasn't been used an awful lot, but it's something that I really will enjoy. So this is my dupe for that one, which I haven't done my video on yet, so I'm keeping that. It is funny, I mean, that's the biggest difference, is the packaging. I mean, come on, it just... So next we have by Collection. I think I have a couple of things by Collection here. So this is their Smoky Eye palette, and does it have like a specific Smoky 084? Because I have this one. This one's for smoky eyes as well. This one's never been used. This one I think I just did that. So we have Work the Colour Smoky Eye Palette and Smoky Eyes. I love that they have the how-to guide and everything on these here. But they're colours that I have in other places, so it's a shame to keep these when someone else could be making the most out of them, so I'm going to pass those on. Okay, so this is my Bare Minerals palette. I haven't used it a ton. I'm going to pass it on because I think it's something that someone else might as well get the use out of, seeing it's going to waste here. So, all of these covers get so grubby, look. Oh, hello. Next we have Spoiled Brat by Wet n Wild. I'm going to keep this because I absolutely adore these colours. That's pretty cool. Look how sparkly that one is. I wonder, does it? It's a wee bit chalky, but there is sparkle in it. So I'm going to keep that. So the next Wet n Wild one is Comfort Zone. I absolutely love this palette. In fact, my mum has one as well. But I'm going to pass this on, I think, because it's not getting enough love here. It might as well go to another home. This one then is Poster Child, and I'm definitely keeping this one because these colours are so cool. I really want to do something with them. The last Wet n Wild one I have is, what is this called? It's an eyeshadow trio in green colours. It has a wee side mirror and everything to pull out, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, this wee dinky brush and everything. I'm going to pass this on because greens aren't really colour that I would wear an awful lot. So someone else might as well get the use out of that. This hasn't even been opened, which is such an absolute shame. So I'm not even going to open it. I'm going to pass it on because, again, someone else might as well get the use out of it. A brand new Smoky Eyes Trio by Bourjois in Violet Romantic. Next we have a quad from CoverGirl, which, would you believe, has never been opened either. I'm going to keep this because I've never tried CoverGirl's eyeshadow, so this is Crystal Waters. I'm going to do a first impressions on this, I think, so watch this space for that one. Gosh, this palette is so heavy. The magnets in it are crazy heavy. These are just some wee depotted eyeshadows. In fact, I think they came just like this, but I absolutely loved this Bourjois. That blue is just so gorgeous. Look at that. Look at the sheen of that. Wow. Love it. I don't remember what brand these are from, but anyway, these are staying. I just wish this palette wasn't so heavy. So these are my FM Cosmetics. I'm not going to pass these on. I'm going to keep these because I do love my FM products, and I think this is a nice wee range to have, although I don't like the packaging. I mean, look at this here, it's all worn away. I know they have changed the packaging on these, so I may try one of the new ones just to do a comparison to see how they fare. But yeah, so that is those. Okay, so this is what I'm keeping. That's still far too much, isn't it? And this is what is going bye-bye. Kind of expected a lot more to go. Anyway, my lovelies, thank you so much for watching me declutter my eyeshadow palettes. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you've done videos on decluttering yours, pop a wee comment down below and let me know so I can go over and check yours out. I think next time we'll be decluttering my single eyeshadows and duos, things like that. Let's get rid of some of those bad boys. So anyway guys, I will see you all soon. Love yous. Bye bye.